Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. Today I want to do a comparison for you. I've already done a review of several steel tongue drums that you can find on Amazon, but I just wanted to do a comparison of these a little bit more expensive drums that you can get on Amazon, and just show you kind of the differences and the similarities, and you can decide which one might work best for what you need. So I'm going to get started with this 14-note drum. I'm going to put a link so you can buy this on Amazon down in the description, and I'll do that for all of the drums as well, so you can find these specific ones. So this one is 14 notes, and it is made by the Huluru Drum Company. You can see their little thing right there. And it is also in the key of C, even though it doesn't say that. It's a C major tongue drum. And you can see it has 14 notes. I think it starts with a low 4 right here. A low 4. And then it goes up to 1. And then you have the other one right here. And then 2 and a 3 on top there. So that gives you a little bit more than an octave, but not quite 2 octaves to work with, which is awesome. I believe this drum is about 14 inches across. I'm pretty sure all of these drums I'm going to show you today are 14 inches across. And this one is interesting because it is super thin. So a lot of the drums that you'll see are taller and less thin than this. And this definitely gives it kind of a distinctive sound, which can be really enjoyable. And the second one I'm going to show you. This one is a 15-tone drum. So this does offer the whole 2 octaves. You've got, instead of the hole in the center, you've got the 3rd down here. And that is definitely a real big low note. And then it goes up to the 1, and then the 1 up here. And just like the other drum, you've got the 2nd and the 3rd on top. This drum definitely does sound more, it's fuller, but it's also a little more echoey than the other drum. And as you can see, it is a lot less thin, and I think that contributes to its sort of tanky sound. And then finally, this is the most interesting drum to me, because this sort of echoes a lot of designs that I've seen from independent makers, but haven't really seen out of a mass-produced drum from China. This has, it's 2 tongues, for each tongue, I guess would be the way to say it. They're double tongues. So you've got 1 note here, and then the octave is right above it. Which definitely, it creates some really interesting overtones and is a lot of fun. I love this one. And of course you do have the full 2 octaves because each note is 2 octaves, which is really cool. But also I think it's important to note that some of them, they don't seem to really be meant to sound by themselves. Like once you get really high, you can get that higher tongue to sound, but it's definitely much more difficult. It's more designed to be an overtone for this lower tongue right here. So this drum is in D minor, which is really interesting, because you don't see a lot of these mass-produced handpans in minor keys. Mostly they're in C major, and the gold one, I forgot to mention, is actually in D major, which is pretty close. This one is also made by Huluru Drum. You can see their little maker's mark down there. And yeah, like I said, this one is more really for improvisational work. If you're wanting to play songs on your drum, like you're following drum tabs and things like that, this like double tongue drum probably isn't going to be what you're looking for. It's going to be a little bit trickier to label, and you're not going to be able to find or maybe get a sound out of all of the tongues. So it just really matters what you're looking for in a tongue drum, with which one you want. This one is a little bit more expensive, but still cheaper than any other double tongue drum on the market. Kosmowski, which is a pretty famous tongue drum brand from Russia. Their one that's designed like this is called the Rhythm Drum, and that one can get up to like $700. This one is only $200 on Amazon, so it's actually a super good deal. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do some playing for you with these different drums. I'm going to start with the Huluru C major 14-tone drum. And I'll play a little bit with my hands, and I will also play a little bit with the mallets. These drums actually all come with these same mallets with black handles and black rubber tops. So I will play around on it a little bit for you, and you can decide which sound you like better. Okay, so we're going to start with a scale. Okay, and here's how this one sounds with hands. Okay, so here is the 15-tone drum. This one is in the key of D major, so it's a little bit higher. And again, you have that third in the middle instead of a whole, and it's a little thicker, so you'll hear that difference in sound. I'm going to start with the mallets, and then we'll do hands. Okay, last I'm going to give this D major drum, or I'm sorry, this D minor drum a try. Again, this is in D minor, it's a little thinner, and this is the one with the double tongues, and comparing it, like, it's amazing. Okay, so I'm going to start with the biggest tongue of the lowest note and just sort of move up so you can hear how all of the tongues sound. Here we go. It's really just amazing. I love how that reverberates. I really feel like there's a big difference. I'm going to go ahead and try it with hands. Just hear if that sounds any different. Here we go. It is definitely a little harder to hit those notes accurately with my hands. I imagine if I practiced for a little bit, I would get better at that. But with the mallets, it's like, I feel like this is genuinely otherworldly with the overtones that are going on. Just to give you an example, I will play the same D on this 14-note drum as I'm going to play on here, and you'll see how crazy the difference is. So here we go. Okay, so really listen to these overtones. We'll see if the mic will pick it up. Do you hear that one just really rings? Oh, this is remarkable. Again, I'm going to say that it really is dependent on what you're using them for. If you want to do like play actual songs and use the tabs that you can find here on YouTube or anywhere else on the internet, then you should definitely get a drum like the 14 or the 15 note because they have the numbers and it's going to be a lot easier to get a clean pure tone instead of like trying to find just the one tongue. And this one is tuned in a minor scale, so that also makes it a little bit harder to adapt the melodies as you'd want to use them. But if you're looking for a meditation tool, or if you want to just sit and play something beautiful, I really recommend this drum. Like, it's gorgeous. I feel like I could just sit here. So there you are. That is my review of some of the little bit more expensive drums that you can find on Amazon. Unfortunately, none of these drums are magnetic, so none of them are able to be tuned with magnets, which is kind of a bummer if you're looking to do some of the interesting tunings. But they all do, in my opinion, have a better tone than the other drums that you're going to find on Amazon or from any mass-produced place. I really do, if you have a lot of money to spend, I really do recommend taking a look at some of my videos for some of the unique companies where they make the drums handmade. A lot of those are just gorgeous. But if you're looking to spend somewhere in the $100 to $200 range, these are really good choices. I love these drums. I am going to put the links down in the description if you would like to go buy these. And if you have any questions or want to leave a comment about your drum, please do go ahead and type it out in the comments. And I am always there answering questions. So thank you all so much for watching. I hope you have an absolutely wonderful day. Hello everybody, and thank you so much for watching my channel. If you want to click the subscribe button right up there, then you can subscribe to my channel and see all my new videos. And if you would like to check out my Patreon, the link is down there in the description. Thank you all so much. Have a wonderful day.